high weight or a low weight. The process to be what works was intended. And to me, getting cut is also mostly a question of vascularity. It has to do with body fat you're carrying. So that's also real world power too. I mean, I suppose it's good if you want to pick up heavy objects that have large muscles, but cardiovascular stamina is something that seems to come in handy a lot more often than a large muscle would. You go down to the academy and you try and do a 3-minute round on the Thai pads, and I don't care how big your muscles are, if you don't have a real good cardiovascular system, you're going to be dead in about 45 seconds, and I'm still going to be going.
Now, you want to kick it when it's coming to you.
That's right.
You're pushing. Good. You kick them up. Now I'm gonna. You are cutting your half now. That's okay.
How's that?
Beautiful. No, I mean I want you to be half. You're still kicking a little bit off to the side. Kick him directly now. Kick it again, but don't turn your body so much. Good. Now kick the sucker when he comes back. Not yet, not yet. That's
During this time period, we used to train because we didn't have any Thai pads, so Sifu Bruce advocated the use of using the football forearm guard, and which we have. We don't use this anymore, but this was very prevalent during that time period. This here is the original punching shield. Punching shield, in fact. This was used as in the Way of the Dragon. If you notice this, he had one part. I had one arm, he had the other arm, and this was used in that picture, Way of the Dragon. This was used in Enter the Dragon. This was actually, its original use is actually used for baton training in Japan, and we just modified it, and we used a special helmet, a boxing headgear we had, and we used it, and this became part of our training, some of the training tools that we use when we used to spar.
They had to shoot it, they had to overcrank in slow motion because otherwise it just looked like a speed was deadly fast, since it was as fast. You can certainly train for speed. I think that training for speed is, number one, it's a genetic factor. Yeah, certainly. There are some people who are just gifted. You know, they are fast naturally. But I think training for speed, on the whole, is a question of muscle memory. Speed in an individual movement is something that, I mean, we're coming down to, you know, thousandths of a second now. If you and I, or even if I and some completely untrained person were to stand side by facing a focus pad and want to probably win by a couple hundredths of a second. About speed with, you know, to be able to go. Like a trained person would be like, you know, they would falter in their movements because they haven't trained their muscles, or they haven't trained their perception as well to be able to react quickly to a variety of different circumstances.
Martial art is a combative form of the art of expressing the human body. You have to train yourself into it. I mean, you better train every part of your body, keeping the continuity going, bending, stretching, everything. You just keep it moving. See, the idea is run. When the opponent expands, I contract. And when he contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit. It hits all by itself. To me, at least the way that when I teach it, all type of knowledge ultimately means self-knowledge. Mm-hmm. So therefore, they're coming in to, and ask me to teach them not so much of how to defend themselves or how to do some, rather they want to learn to express themselves through some movement, be it anger, be it determination or whatsoever. So in other words, what I'm saying therefore is that he is paying me to show him in combative form, the art of expressing the human body.
Jeet Kune Do is not a style.
I cannot teach you, only help you explore yourself. Here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man. Now, James Coburn is a peace-loving man. I mean, he's really, really nice. I mean, super mellow and all that. I mean, you know, I mean, now the philosophical part of it, deeper than Steve.
So, an integral part of my life come entirely from my father. But the martial arts, I'm completely beholden to my dad for. I mean, he started me in the martial arts when I could walk. He trained me my entire life until he passed away. And then even when I continued my training, it was with one of his students.
You know what I want to think of myself? As a human being. Because, I mean, I don't want to sound like, you know, as Confucius say, but under the sky, under the heaven, man, there is but one family. It just so happened, man, that people are different. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking yet, not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
When you move down the road towards the master martial arts, and you barriers inside yourself will attempt to stop you from continuing to the mastery of the martial arts. And these barriers are such things